the taping, got the music going, and we're good. We're going to get to the hook, and we get into a few things. Uh-oh. Come on, come on. Y'all know Mission Possible. Hey. Hey. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. All right, that's enough. All right, so welcome. I just got off the plane a few hours ago. Came back from Prairie State. I fell off a mechanical bull, hurt my arm. That's another story. We're talking, but I know. Ann Campbell, she can attest. I was hurt. A few other people can attest. I was hurt, and let's get it in. So I'm gonna put this down here. Put this in front so I don't see this. Let me cover this real quick, and let's cover that. Let's keep going, okay? Because I'm recording, I can cover that. I can see all that. All right, let's get our sponsor out real quick. So we have professional programs, www.professionalsprograms.net. That's www.professionalprograms.net. Jonathan Hernandez is one of my homies. And conference recording. So say you have a conference for any type of subject. It could be animal cruelty, animal control, it could be engineering, whatever like that. You need to call on Jonathan. He comes out there, he mics everybody up, and he records all the different breakout sessions, and you get all that in a CD or a download, right? I know we still have CDs, right? And he gives it to a download, and he gives you all the stuff that you missed, just in case. Know what I mean? So again, that's professionalsprograms.net. And if you need some good recording as far as conferences like that, call him. He helps me out. This is one of my homies. He's out there in Arizona, and he does an excellent job. Okay, so professional programmers and www.professionalprograms.net. And let me get off of that. And we good. Appreciate Jonathan. So let's talk about today's subject. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Everybody who's live, who's here with me in the whole nine. I know. We had a basketball game coming on, like that, but I had to get some things off my chest. Okay, and I have no hair on my chest. Okay, I'm hairless. So let's get into it. So the subject today will be mentorship, mentoring somebody else, and I think this is important for a whole bunch of different reasons. To me, I was mentored by several people throughout my career when I was in Atlanta. A lot of people hooked me up. A lot of people came to my aid, and they big up me. They really did. It was like something awesome. You know what I mean? And if I didn't have them, I wouldn't be where I am. Shouts out to a whole bunch of folks who helped me out. Real talk. So let's get into it. We want my sponsor in choosing a mentor or a mentor choosing you. What should you do? And how do you do it? How do you go about, who's this? Come right here. I got this right here. I got yeah, live video. Okay. So what is what can the mentor give you, or what can you get from the mentor? It really depends. It really depends on how open you are to receive the guidance that they want to give you. You have to be humble, aka don't stumble, but you need to listen. You have to be a good listener and make sure you don't act like you know. What's up, KB? What's up? She says, welcome to the X-Files shenanigans. You funny. What up? What up? What up, Christy? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, JT? What's up, JT, out there? And we got to talk. I want to talk to Katie and Kelly tomorrow about that Toledo. So we're gonna holler about that. And the good thing about our circle, our peeps, everybody is real cool. And I don't think in our animal welfare, animal industry, advocate a little bit, we shouldn't be hating on nobody. This is real talk. You try your best to big up everybody if possible. Now, if you get a dumbass, it is what it is. But most everybody should get along. Alan, what up? What up? Okay. I got Adam, Ricky. What's up, Rick? What's up, Rob? We got to come on the show, son. You got to come on the show. I got to get Alan Coleman on the show, and I got to get Adam Ricky back on the show. JT is coming up about maybe 2 episodes. JT Taylor will be coming out there, and he'll be laying it down. Started 10-4 on the ropes. So this is the thing. When you have good mentorship, it helps you out during your career. It really does. When you have to stumble, okay, when you have to stumble and bumble and don't know what you're doing, it prolongs how well you do. This is real talk. Me, I came in, New York attitude, big ego, I'm all that in bag of chips. And don't get me wrong, I was good. My first 94, 95, 96, I was awesome because it's pure effort. No skill, pure effort. I'm a New Yorker. I know y'all saying, fuck New York. I'm a New Yorker and I know how to outwork you. I know how to out grind you. I know how to get in there and like this, we're going to do this. Okay. I ain't going home till the job's done. That's Bedford Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, New York. All I know. My stepfather instilled in me a work ethic like no other. I had, we talking, I had somebody said I was lazy. Not too long ago. This is maybe 5 days ago. Somebody said I was lazy. So I try my best to woosah and not snap on nobody. I'm like this, okay, where they coming from? And do they understand? So you doing a call after hours and knocking on somebody's door instead of doing it in the morning, and I choose not to knock on somebody's door on a minor call, I don't think that's being lazy. That's being prudent and make sure I don't go out there and get shot or upset somebody who's there, I don't know, after 9, 10, it's dark, stuff like that, and you come over here, yeah, your dog was loose. Not good. Not good. Okay? And it can reach all types of heights. Not good. So it's understanding. And, I'm going to have Jarvis back on. He's one of my 911 dispatchers I work with. I'm going to try to get Kelly on, 911 dispatcher. And the Holy Grail, I'm going to try to get my son on. And I don't know. He just had my granddaughter, Tegan Riley Hurst. Yo! So if that's not white, I don't know what it is. Tegan Riley Hurst. That sounds white. Her credit score came out with a 750. Stop playing. You stop it. I'm real. All right. Tegan, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Okay. Riley, the next name. All right. So I co-signed and I said, okay, my granddaughter. It is what it is. And she light skinned. Oh my God. Credit score like retarded. Okay. Anyway, back to this. So when you come out and you go out and you want to get into these careers, most of the time you have a lot of people who don't want to help you. And some supervisors are insecure that you might take their job. This is real talk. Sometimes you can interview too well. Too well. You're just trying to get the job. So you're trying to say, yo, I did this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that, I can do all that. The person asking questions like this, they get insecure like this. This motherfucker might take my job. This SOB might take my job. I don't like him already. I don't like her already. Dude, do that. I'm trying to get on the team to show that I'm walking to the door and try to help the team. I want to be a part of the team. But you already excluded me because you in your feelings about I might take your job. I'm not thinking about your job. You're my supervisor. You're supposed to help me. Real talk. All right? So what do you do with that? All right? How do you find a mentor for your occupation before you get there or when you get there? Do you have a mentor to help you during the whole process? Do you have academy? We're going to go through a few things because I plan everything. I write everything down and we go through it. So again, welcome to the show, Big Time Speakers. This is Don't Fuck Up the Crime Scene, episode season 4, and because I'm doing a video thing like that, season 4, episode 106, okay? I appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's 9 o'clock. I know the basketball game is on, and Denver's going to win. Denver Sports Center. It is what it is. Denver's going to win, all right? So, I know they're playing in Miami, whatever. This is the thing. Season 4, episode 106. I've been doing the lives. I continue to do the lives for another few, and after that, I do my solos. I'll just be on the mic. I'm still doing my season 3s, so if you want to get in, I did 4. I'm up to season 3. Hold on a second. My season 3 is almost complete. I did 1, 2, 3, 4 when I was out in the conference. We're going to talk about conference training in one of my episodes. We're going to talk about what do you get out of conference trainings and how do you get the best out of conference trainings. Real talk. Because when you go to conference training, it's cheap and you got a lot of training you get. And we're going to talk about training. Who does it? Where is it? And the thing is, don't hate. What up? What? It's White Thunder. Daniel, what's up, homie? You good? Okay, good. So Daniel says, you know, you were my mentor in Big Calf, right? So I met, and then I'm gonna talk about you, right? So Harper came in, and he had skills from another agency, another two agencies. He came in, he had skills. And Harper, when I interviewed him, and he can talk, he can chime in when I go live later on. He can chime in. Harper came in like he thought he did bad on my interview because the way I set it up and it's different. I do things different. I don't do things right around somebody to put you on a platform and have people in front of you. We didn't even rent. We had it for free, a library, and we had four stations for Chris. What's up, Wilson? Represent that Detroit. So Wilson in the house. So what we did was set up four stations. So you had the director and each supervisor you went to, and the people applying for the jobs, they went to each station and spent about maybe 10, 20 minutes. And we went through questions. And everybody's questions were different. And it's the reason why your questions should be different from the other person, because you trying to glean or get something out of them. You know what I'm saying? And for me, Jess up in Alaska. What up, Terry? What's up? What's up, Alan? So Alan. That's another thing. Okay. And me and Alan can tell. We can talk with that. Melissa, what's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I appreciate everybody tuning in. Real talk. I know the game is on. We're gonna keep it going. So the thing is, we had a library. We had a library, and then everybody came in. I showed a PowerPoint on what we do. Adult learners are visual. Juvenile college, auditory. They hear and they do. And a lot of kids can just see it one time and do. That's younger kids. That's not us. When we're older, we're frightened of new technology. We're frightened of messing up. Adults are frightened of test, all that stuff. Okay, test. We're frightened because we don't know how it's going to be. Okay, and it is what it is. So what I try to do with all my students, aka my employees, whatever like that, I try to make it easy for them to understand and go through the protocol. I love teaching. I love instructing. There's a difference. And I love presentations. That's a triangle. Y'all didn't even see that, right? But when you come out there, ready AC certificate, you say, yeah, it might be too easy depending on what it is, Wilson. And things like this. Some of the stuff should be harder. So, and Wilson, we're gonna go over that with training. When I do the episode on training, we're gonna go through. Now, some things cash cow, and some things are super easy. And I try to make it a little bit. I don't want you to learn. I don't want you to worry about a test. And I always said this. So when, matter of fact, episode 59 dropped today. Don't fuck with the crime scene. And I have my boss at the university, and I'm an adjunct professor for the University of Missouri Extension Office. And we go through it at Law Enforcement Training Institute. I had John Water on, my boss, and he actually goes through the progression of law enforcement and or policing. Great listen, okay? You had somebody who came up, Columbia bound, and went through the system, and he was awesome. KB, you know how I do. So the thing is, it is what it is, but things change all the time. Let's go back to the training. So what I do, past tense, I show you a PowerPoint on what the job entails. So you can see it. Even though you read the description, you can see it. You're like this, okay, I want to apply to do this. Because we have this image of animal cops on Discovery Channel or whatever like that. Terry, shout out to Christy in Citrus County. That's that down there in North Tampa, Citrus County. What's up, y'all? Terry Funderburg, what's up? So when you go, I try to show you what you might see. Snake call, raccoon, wildlife exposure, bite case, something like that. In routine calls, I try to show you how we go out there, we implement citations, warnings, and notice of compliance, aka abatement order, where you get the person to comply. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's the best thing. I want to work with you. I want to help you. I want to educate, aka inform you to make sure it's good. And if you know better, you do better most of the time. Most of the time. I want to show you how this is not good. And this is not a bad word. When you tell somebody or in your report, right? Hillsborough County for 20 years. What's up, Christy? Yeah. She's an OG. She's applying for another job now. But you wanna do your best to make sure they understand right, wrong, and follow procedures as far as SOP, rules and regulations. Bendable, not breakable. Bendable meaning flexibility. You can be flexed all day, but you can't break the rules. Okay? If they don't have a current rabies shots, you gotta write them something. Can they comply later on and get rabies shots? Absolutely. Can you flex that for a little while? Absolutely. And hopefully the animal is what? Not a bite case for one, and doesn't bite anything while you're trying to flex. You feel me? Okay? We try our best to go out there and educate everybody in woosah how bad it is. Minor, major. Minor, major. Minor complaints, you go out there, dog at large, fail to restrain, animal on property, whatever like that. You're like, okay, this is correctable. It's correctable. You go over and say, okay, what's going on? And while you're there, you actually just don't give them a warning. You say, okay, don't make sure, can you fix that? Can you fix that? So I don't have to come back out here? Because I try to be pleasant. I try my best to be pleasant. And everybody knows I can be an asshole. I try to be pleasant. And knowledge is power, education, responsibility, ownership. I agree, KB. If you educate the person, they can't say I didn't know later. But it's how you deliver. Okay? Content, tone, and delivery. What's the content that you want to give them, right? In the context that you're giving it, right? And then the tone that you're using in delivering. We talking. I'm real chill now. And a few people work with me. They know Lord Vader rules. Okay, I come out there, boom, 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 boom. I'll put the damn and come out there. Who's this? Yes, it is what it is. But see, that's so JJ up in Alaska. And she deals with a lot of other things than regular domestics. Okay, she deals with wildlife we never seen before down here in the lower 48. You try your best to go out there and influence, inform, and educate if they didn't know. And we always say, well, you not knowing the law is no excuse for you not to obey the law. I got you. But they might be a first-time pet owner. Do you crack them over the head? Now, back in the days, I just lay that ass out. But now I'm like, okay. I do my best to like talk to them. It's like, okay, let's work this out. You didn't know, I got you. What type of dog it is? So, a lot of people like this. What you mean? What type of dog it is? If you have a big dog that can jump over a fence and what have you, you got a woosah. What you say? You talk to people like you want to be talked. I agree. Okay. Speak simple terms, very good, so they can understand it. Don't use big words, even though some people. And now I've learned this from Mr. Little. He said, you don't. No, sorry. You don't want to dummy down. You want to bring them up to your level. That's not always plausible or feasible at the time of when you're trying to do stuff. I want to meet them at that level and make sure they understand. I'm not a savant. I'm no English major, nothing like that. But I want to talk to you so you understand, like, hey, you fucked up. Okay? So let's see how I can make sure you don't fuck up. Okay? It's just real talk. You said, gotta run, my brother. All right. Talk to you later, okay? And matter of fact, send me a patch. I need a patch. Terry, talk to me. Talk to you later, man. Woosah, talk to you later, bro. What's up, Alice? It's been a long time. What's up? Hey. When you go out there, it's all about rapport. And what's up, Rand? What's up? I know now you're not too late. You good. It's about rapport and how you go about getting the job done. You do not want to come out there. I know too long. You don't want to come out there 4 or 5 times, and that's the problem. And the supervisors should see, okay, why do we keep going through this call? All right, how many times have you been out there? Why are we going out there? Because you have a problem. If you can't resolve a problem after the second or third call, you really do. Okay, so if something happens to that person and everything, you said, 10-4, got to work on it. I got no problem. Nothing. Doctor Dr. Odom, aka Dr. Cochran in the house. This was my vet for a long time, and she's worked cases with me intimately. Okay, now I know you're late, whatever. Like you got kids, but she's worked with me over years. We can talk about all types of cases. What up, Doc? What up, Doc? So let's go through it. Choosing a mentor and getting the best mentor for you. So I know, people are religious. I'm not, but it's all about seasons. Sometimes you don't need a mentor for the whole season. You can get somebody else because you have 4 seasons, right? So you might need him or her for this. Now I had a awesome mentor in one of my police majors. She was incredible. She understood my strength, my flaws, and she said, "Okay, I'm gonna help you out." And she did it with a red pen a lot of times, and she would make me accountable and hold me accountable. I'm not gonna lie to you. So men are 2 years slower than women. Stop it. Don't act like I'm telling you yet something you know. And she made me grow up. Okay, my first mentor, right? And I could put out there, Mr. B. Mr. B put it down one time for me. He's like, "Hey, you can influence a lot, but I need to teach you how to influence everybody at the same way." I was like, okay. And he helped me understand the gravitas. And I'm not going like I was all that. I wasn't. But he understand the position he put me in and how I can use it. Okay. So once Mr. B left and I got my major in, she came in and she said, "Okay, I need you to do this. Period." So when she would say, "Hey, I need A, B, C, D," always be closing, okay? It was always 10-4. Yes, ma'am. There was no, "When do you want it? How do I do it?" Like, yes, ma'am. It was due the next day. And she was a big red penner. So I had to make sure my enunciation, my punctuation, or my grammar was correct. Well, she just lighted up, okay? It made me a better supervisor, aka manager, aka boss, okay? But she made me become more than a boss. And I didn't understand the difference. She made me into a leader. So my first mentor when I was doing the animal control was Mr. Little. Okay. He showed me how to get things in order and talk to people. And he allowed me to do presentations. Okay. For small kids. And I was like, okay. And we're going to talk about training. We're going to talk about training another episode. And I was like, okay. And then for that season, I was done. Then Mr. B was like, because he was over everybody, he was like this, "Okay, this is what you need to do." I was like, okay. And Mr. B and Dan, I'm talking about Dan Edinger. I just saw him a little while ago. Mr. B, treated me like one of his sons. Okay, our elder son, because he has 2 kids, and he was like this. Listen. He cursed me out. I mean, suspend me. I mean, I thought I was a part-time worker. Is how much I was being suspended. Real talk. And he's like, "Hey, you need to do this." And once I understood, I had to grow up. Sometimes your ego is your worst enemy because you think you know all that. You think you all that. You need to woo the fuck saw and just listen. Listen and take it on the chin and be humble and get that knowledge, because having a mentor who wants to bestow all their knowledge to you, you need to receive it. And a lot of us don't. A lot of us be like this, "Man, I know, son. I know." I'm like, you fucking don't. You just don't. You just don't know. Try to get that information and then write it down. And as you get older, you use post-it notes everywhere. Okay. I have different colors and post-it notes everywhere. But you get that information and you're like, "Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this. Okay, all right." and allow yourself to get the information and use the information. Okay. And then when you go to the calls, it comes back part of your OODA loop. Okay. Y'all know OODA. Another presentation, another talk. Okay. It becomes part of you. Right. So let's go through it. So if the mentor is willing to teach you, you need to accept it. Okay. Accept the idea, period. Accept that they know more than you, period. Be patient and learn of what they're telling you. This is hard for a lot of people, especially adults. And we all need some guidance and we all need some mentorship. I'm kidding you not, okay? So, am I a mentor for a few people, right? But it's select and it's seasonal, okay? It's like a FTO on steroids, OIC, officer in charge. And I'm like this, okay. And in a few people, what you saying? Hold on. JT says the best part of mentorship is don't invent the wheel. I agree, JT. Okay, the wheel is there because it works. Take parts of the wheel and apply it to yourself, right? Especially when you have a new eager one. So Harper is in the house, okay, aka White Thunder. Harper came in full steam like this. Da, 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 da. I was like this, and he can tell you. He can tell you. I was like, okay, and I never backed you down. I never said. I said, okay, give me a second. Okay, okay. And I tried to work it in because he had a lot of prior knowledge, but he's trying to adjust to what we do, and it's a different language. When you come from another municipality, you come from another county, you come from another city, you have all this knowledge of what you've done, but the language and the skill set and the stuff that you and SOP might be totally different. And what do you do with that? Okay. So you have all this you want to bring. What do? What's up, cuz? This is my cousin Robin. What's up, cuz? Okay. She said, keep it up. Be great. and Robin, the thing about mentorship, if you have somebody who, again, bestowed their knowledge on you, think about this, okay? And y'all can say whatever about Tyler Perry, good, bad, or different. One of his mentors was Oprah. Could you imagine going to Oprah? And I know everybody don't like Oprah. Could you imagine going to a base of Oprah Winfrey, who's done everything, who has her own channel, has all of that, and you have insight to talk to her one-on-one? Tyler Perry, and you don't have to like Tyler Perry. You need to like his story. Living in a car, writing plays, being talented, and finally getting a small break, and then doing plays and doing like that and doing TV like that, and has his own studio. Used to be a military base, Fort McPherson in Atlanta, because I know where it is. It has an exit off of I-20 to go to the studio. Do you understand? You had somebody sleeping in a car. And now this person is running a multi-conglomerate, mega everything, right? Sleeping in a car. Because what did he do? He had determination. He fucking listened. So when somebody's telling you something, shut up. Okay? What'd you say, Robin? Right. So shut up and listen. It takes no energy to sit back and listen. I was hard-headed for a long time, but my mentor, my third or fourth mentor said like this: shut up. Just shut up and listen. And it's so hard to get out your own way. We mess up because we think we know everything. And don't get me wrong, we might know a lot. We might be the second coming, okay? CJ Walker, or we might be the second coming, Bill Gates. We might be the second coming. Shut up for a second. Listen, it's like this. And when it's your time to talk, have something. So Mr. B told me one time, and this is raw, he said, don't come into my office with a problem if you don't have the solution. Bars. Okay? Don't come in my office with a complaint if you don't have the answer. Melissa says you learn things every day. I go to other training. Okay, I've been training. I've been speaking. Next year be 30 years. I learn from everybody. I do ride. I still do ride-alongs. I still do ride-alongs to pick up tricks. Okay, I showed a trick about 2 3 days ago in I don't know where I was, Indiana, in Illinois, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's easy." I said, "Uh huh." I got it from somebody else. Kyle Hell, one of the region directors for field divisions of ASPCA, showed me a trick with an O-ring, and this has got to be like 13, 14 years ago, and I use it every day. And actually train. I teach other people. He showed me one trick, all right, and it's actually physics and gravity, okay, and all that stuff. When you say I'm not going to ever use this, I'm not going to use this or anything. What's up, Nick? It's Nick Salvetti in the house. This is the homie home, okay, and because always something that you Nick, even with you, Nick. Okay, we talking right, and this is a master investigator, a master detective up in New York. He out there out there in Long Island now. I listened to some of his cases and how he interviewed and talked. I saw some of his cases how he interviewed and talked. When you ask not a yes or no, a leading question where they have to answer it, and you listen and you take notes. So when they lie, when they lie, when they lie to you, you catch them. You don't say nothing about it. You call back. And when it's like this, let me get this right. All right. You give me Columbo. All right. Yeah, I know Peter Falk, Columbo. So I got one thing. Hold, I got one thing. So when this happened, you bring it back up in their court. In their court. All right. Love you, man. Tell me my now. You can't tell me without a resolution. so, so with Harper, Harper came in with so much knowledge that it was frustrating him to go out and not do it somewhat the way he did it or how it was done verbatim as the ordinance. Remember, I said bendable, not breakable. The ordinance is bendable. You can move it, you can almost change it, right? But you can't break it, okay? So let me explain. The federal government has laws. It's going to be your base. Can you build upon that and make extra? Yeah, but you can't go below the base. Okay. You can build upon it. You can have more stringent, more whatever like that above it. You can add on all this stuff, but you can't go under it. So when you go out, you have a base. That's called your SOP, Standard Operating Procedures. And when you go out there, handle business. Now let's go back. So again, we went over a discussion of being willing to understand and accept what's going to happen, yada, yada, yada. Next one, be truthful in your flaws and what you don't know. If you're poor in grammar, become better in grammar. If you're a poor speller, become better spell. Especially because they have whatever have thing in Google, okay, and phrase and stuff like that. Become better. It's over time, okay. Understand? And I know this sounds ridiculous. I know it does, but the way you write, and somebody reads how you write, they think you're incompetent because it doesn't make sense to them. Okay, so when you write, you want to be competent the whole way. So you alleviate extra punctuations, you alleviate run-on sentences, something like that. Okay, I'm so serious. Okay, and you always use one person party, not two or three, and you make it simple. And once you have a good script, you use the same thing. Hey Kelly, true story, right? Hey Kel, you use the same script. You change the venue, meaning the address, and the names, but you use the same script, okay? And you don't deviate from that because it becomes easy, okay? Because remember, what we talked about, who, what, when, where, why, and how. You have to answer those in the body, all right? Jared, what's up, Jared? Long time no talk, all right? Keep it up, big. What's up? I ain't see Jared in a few years since I've been up there in Gwinnett. What up, homie? What's up, homie? You still pushing out those deadlifts and everything? Jared swole. But the biggest thing is do your best to at least be truthful on your flaws. I'm telling you, it goes a long way. Me, I have tons of flaws. Okay, Now, when I go out to crime scenes like that, I ain't got that many, but we still have the other ones. Report writing, right? You do your investigations, your photos. I got a lot of them right, but some of them I might be weaker. You get it in. And once you have somewhat a format, stay with the format. Checklist, best thing ever. Okay? Let's keep it going, right? Let's do a recap. Be direct in what you do. Okay? When you go out there and your mentor is like, hey, do this, do this, do this, it's okay to challenge your mentor here and there, right? One of my mentors is Dr. Merck, Dr. Melinda Merck. And when I tell you, she's so good at what she does. And when I have a problem, I would call her. I say, hey, I don't know about this. And she doesn't give me the answer. She said, okay, what happened? She makes me go through it and redo it in my brain and say, and it sticks out, but sometimes I just can't get it because I'm too close to it. I just can't see it. And she'll give me the answer. I'm like, oh, damn. And she's like, uh-huh. But the whole process taught me a lot, okay? Defense attorneys, favorite thing is, I agree, I agree, Katie, I agree. So, so remember, with defense attorneys, and y'all can call, well, sorry, I can't, I said I'm about to call in, I don't have my mixer up. Defense attorneys want to do what? They want to do what? They want to raise doubt and discredit you. The way to discredit you is all the things you do wrong. Okay? All right? All the things you do wrong. If you collect the evidence wrong, you interview wrong, you take the pictures wrong, and you testify wrong, they got you. Okay? Defense attorneys have two bullets, and those are them. Raised out for their client, which you don't care about. They can say whatever. Son, what? Get out of here. But your job is what? Access to property legally. Right? Do a search legally. Consent, written consent, apply consent, warrant. Okay? Get the information, ask, can I take pictures, whatever like that, get them. Get the animals, whatever like that, seize them. Have them, if possible, do a statement there or bring them in for a formal talking. Collect the evidence, take it to the vet so they can what? Analyze the evidence. Stop looking at the dog as a dog, it's evidence. Stop looking at the cat as a cat, it's evidence. Stop looking at the horse, it's evidence, okay? I know it's living evidence, but it's evidence, okay? And you don't want the animal to die under your care because then you has a problem, okay? So when you go out there, take your time, slow it down. JT Taylor, he's an instructor, so like that. Take your time when you're analyzing and going through your steps. Your mentor, my mentors also like that, okay, what you doing? Why are you doing it? When you're doing it, where you doing it? Who, what, when, where, why, and how. You must complete those words. You must do it in your body, all right, of your report. You have to, okay? What time of day? Where was it? Okay? What was the accusation? You must complete that, okay? All right? So if you don't do that, you will have all types of problems. And don't worry about hearsay so much coming in. I don't worry about that, okay? I want to prove what I prove when I prove, right? So again, let's go back to mentorship. I'll let you guys go because it's almost 10 o'clock. If you find a good mentor, listen to him. If you find a good mentor, read books. Ask them, what's the last book you read? Not to me, I read a few books like that. But, and you know, my cousins can contest to this because sometimes we have power groups like that. I will recommend a movie. I was watching Ford versus Ferrari today, and I was taking notes on the plane. Okay, and everybody's like this. What? I break down books, I break down movies, and I glean all that stuff. I write it down like this, and I use it later on. One of my mentors, Dr. B, Mr. B, he was like, "Hey, I need you to go out there and handle this problem." Okay, 10-4. He didn't say how to handle the problem. He didn't say how to handle the problem. He didn't. All he said was handle the problem. So that gives me latitude on how I should handle it. Okay? That's direct, indirect. It could be standby. I could be whatever. But how do I go out there and get it done? But the job is what? Get it done. My major says, make this happen. End of discussion. Okay, I go out there, Was I a stalker? My sergeant would tell you. I used to get on my sergeant's nerve. He's like, Hurst, you're killing me, son. Sorry. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Okay. I used to drive my sergeant crazy. He was already bald. He would lose in hair when he was bald, okay? Because I was like, da 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 da. So people was like, you might be too immersed or too serious about job. I'm trying to close the deal. ABC, always be closing, okay? When you go out there, I'm like this guy. What is the problem? I don't want to come back. And when my mentor is like this, be focused, be flexible, and allow the people to even come in compliance or not, but you hold them accountable. So again, let's go over mentorship again. Choosing a good mentor or a mentor choosing you. Okay, very, very informative, very easy. But the thing is, the hard thing is to listen. As an adult learner and teenager, but as an adult learner, we think we know everything. We actually do. We like to, I knew that. I knew that. Most of us want to be in the back of the class with our hands folded, leaning back to like, why am I here? It's AKA voluntold. They don't want to be there. If you can reach them. So I had one of my mentors work for NYPD. He was maybe sixth in line for the chief. He told me how to teach. He didn't teach me how to present. He didn't teach me how to instruct. He taught me exactly how to teach. So I was like, what? And he says, it's 100 people in the class. You only teach to 60. I was like, huh? 20% of the class will come in. Hey, Nicole. She said it helps when you engage your owners in problems and solutions. Very good. And I agree. For our solutions and stuff like that. That's why you have to come there with a plan. So out of 60 people, out of 100 people, I'm only teaching the 60. 20% of the people, self-initiative, they come in and like that, they're in the front of the class, they're in the front row, they're leaning in, they have the place like that. They want to be there. 20% is in the back. They don't want to be there. So who do I teach you? The 60%, and do my best to get them to lean in, to understand what we're talking about, and I get my 80%. That's how you get a good score. I'm dropping mad knowledge on y'all, okay? I teach to 60 because I already got 20. That's 80. I'm already going to be called back because you was a good teacher. No, I just taught to the people who didn't know why they was going to be there. The other 20 is already engaged. The other 20, I don't know what to fucking do with. This is real talk. But if I can get the ones in the back who don't want to be there, if I get them to lean in a little bit to understand, I can get what? 85, 90, almost 100%. We talking? And that's training, okay? I give you a tidbit. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up. I appreciate everybody, viewership, comments, everything, everybody coming in. I appreciate it, okay? This was season 4, episode 106. Today is the 7th, and this was mentorship. I'll try to come out with another one. Wait, hold on. JT, most people in mentors are former students, text and email. I agree. And that's okay. So JT, that's on us to give them the best knowledge, the best information. But we talking, JT, a lot of us are not accessible to our students. A lot of us aren't. Okay. The one thing I'll say, and JT's cool. One thing I would say at LATI, Law Enforcement Training Institute, plug. All the instructors you can call us at any time you want. At any time you want. What's up, Ken? That's my level 4 guy. What's up, Ken? Appreciate. Thanks for the great job. You try to get back. Everybody knows call me on the weekends, stuff like that, and everything. I'll text you. I'll say, hey, let me hit you back like that, and I almost always get back with everybody. Okay, everybody knows my email and all that stuff like that. And if you have a question, and if I don't know it, and JT knows, and the rest of them, other instructors, they know, you go out there and you acquire the knowledge and bring it back. Okay. If you don't know something, it's okay to say, yo, give me a second. I don't know. All right. Right. Exactly. And the JT, when we out there like this, hey, give me a call. We actually mean it. Give me a call. You have my email, right? And I tell everybody I'll answer on the weekends. That's why I answer my emails and I return all my phone calls. Okay. During the week, I'm busy, right? And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, what's up? All right. And high percentage of like, I guess what, 90, 97, 98%, or whoever calls me like that, I get back with you and I do my best to give you the right answer. And when I don't know something, when in doubt, I reach out because I'm not the be all and end all. Bobby, I said I take calls, but not as much as sorry. Bobby said not as much as me and JT. Bobby, we talking. You're a director, so the thing is, sometimes you can't. And what she said, me, Michelle, ACO Michelle saying anything. The hell with y'all. The thing is, you want to be there for your people, but your people have to trust you. And the way they trust you is on your leadership skills. And that's another thing. We're going to digress and go to leadership another time. All right. Because leadership and being a boss, two different things. All right. All right, guys. I will holler back at you guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to stop this on my Audacity real quick. And I am going. All right. So I'm stopped on that. I appreciate you guys. I can stop recording and stop recording here. Stop recording. See you guys later. Appreciate you guys. Go watch the basketball game. Peace out. And we're going to stop. How do we stop this thing? All right. Stop right there. And in the video. Bye, guys. And stop.